Welcome to the Mustangs broadcast tonight.
That's what it's called. That's what it's called, Jeff. Go ahead.
We're out here at Birdville tonight. The Grapevine Mustangs are 15-2 now. Swept Colleyville last week in a couple of hard-fought ball games. The first game went 12 innings. We may still be recovering from that marathon. And then the second game, the final score, I believe, was
8-2.
8-2, but was closer than that score. The Mustangs got 5 of those runs in the top of the 7th inning, or
yeah, I think so. With 2 outs, it was 3-2 going in top of 7th.
Yeah. So definitely a closer game than the final score, but nice to get off to a good 2-0 start here in the district. You can't go undefeated in the district if you don't win your first 2 games. Tonight on the mound for the Mustangs, we've got JoJo Kubo, a.k.a. the Joker. JoJo pitched game 1 of that series against Colleyville, held them to, I believe, 2 runs through 7 innings. So expect good things again tonight from JoJo. The team played a game Friday night and was on the wrong side of the scoreboard there. But you can't win them all in baseball, and we know that the Mustangs' pitching was a little bit depleted going into that game with the 12-inning affair on Tuesday night, and then 7 innings. I believe that was Thursday against Colleyville. So we had a junior on the mound, and I believe Sammy Kelly also pitched in that game, as well as Luke Bajaj.
Cool hand Luke.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was one of the biggest keys, or one of the biggest factors in going 2-1 last week, is that first game was 2 games. I mean, Wednesday night, we saw phenomenal pitching from both sides. I mean, the Joker went 7 full and gave up 2 in the top of the first, and then a bunch of goose eggs the rest of the way. And then the pitcher for Heritage was I don't know what his name. I think his last name was Reed.
Right.
Yeah, but he had 1 bad inning as well. He had the bottom of the second, gave up 2 runs.
Right.
And that was a 2-2 game. Luke out of the frying pan into the Schreier. He came in for the Stangs in the top of the 8th. And I think you said this. He pitched 5 great innings. He had 1 mistake pitch. And that was really a good swing by number 3 for Heritage, Cash Lyle, who took him yard, and things were looking a little grim heading into the bottom of the 11th, especially after we got 1 out. But then on a 2-2 count, and I just want to go on record as saying the count was 2-2. Jeff said he had 2 strikes in the broadcast last Thursday, and I adamantly opposed him, and I was wrong. So I'm on air admitting my incomprehension to the situation. But it was 2-2 count, and so he was up there just battling, and he got a fastball and got on top of it, and took it 360.
Yeah,
and put
yeah, no doubt.
And so then we got a 3-3 game, and your favorite new name, Sammy with 2. Sammy had a quiet night, right?
Right up until that 12th inning.
And then we both thought he'd maybe put one out of the park on that gapper for a double. And then Peyton Tatum, the new name is Peyton, because he paid him back. He got in there, and he paid him back with a single right up the middle. Hard ground ball, good swing. I think it's probably 1-1 count. We were debating merits of squaring around and pulling the infielders in and doing all kinds of things. And Peyton just delivered. And the Mustangs took that same momentum into a Thursday game. But I've got to tell you, Colleyville Heritage could have folded. They could have folded, right? They could have folded it up right there.
Yeah, that was a tough defeat they took.
Yeah, but, I mean, Dr. K lived up to his name. 5 innings, and out of 15 outs, he had 12 Ks.
Yeah.
I mean, if your defense only has to work for 3 outs, that's not too bad. You give a shiny star on that one. And then Ryan Williams came in and qualified for the save because it was 3-2 when he came in and started pitching, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and I think they just let the 7th inning, they let it get away from them. And
yeah, no, the Panthers pitching was solid. They held us in check for the most part. The Mustangs just scratched and clawed for the runs they got and had a couple of big hits at the right moments and came out on the right side of the scoreboard.
Yeah, Friday night was kind of weird, and here's why it was weird. Because, first of all, it rained all day. And the field at Grapevine was just too soft to play. The coaches went out there 3 or 4 times to see if it was possible. And it was a game. They were supposed to have a doubleheader, starting at 3:30, and then varsity at 6. And of course that Gavora ceremony, Chris Gavora ceremony. All the players had 17 on their numbers that night. But we were in limbo until about 8 o'clock, literally. And thank you to the city of Grapevine and Trent Kelly for figuring out a way to get us on 2 fields. The JV played at the same time as the varsity. Varsity played on that big field over at Oak Grove.
Well, it helps to have a connection in the Parks and Rec department.
I'm gonna tell you, you gotta thankful to the entire situation. And the other thing that I'm thankful for is, the Mustangs needed to have a game like that. They needed to have a game where somebody came out and punched them in the mouth, and they didn't give up. I mean, after the top of the first, the score was 4-0, and they kept grinding and kept playing, and they ended up cutting it to 6-4, and then had some slip ups on the pitching. Cool Hand Luke came in and fared well. All right, he did a yeoman's job on keeping it close, and they ran into a great team.
Yeah.
They ran into a great team. You can't spot a great team 4 runs. The first pitcher was 6'6", 195, and he hit 94 on the gun.
Wow.
Behind
Were the scouts find their way to Oak Grove Park that night?
Excuse me. No, they didn't, and we should have given them directions from Colorado Heritage because there were 10 or 12 teams represented out there with us.
Right.
In right field there to see the 2 lefties match up, primarily focused on Dr. K. But, I think that was a good game. It was a game where a lot of people played, but it was a game also where they were staring up the entire time. And I know they didn't like the way it felt at the end. And now's the time to have that game, okay? Let's go to the PA system, see what we got here. I think they turned the music off.
As your own Birdville Hawks take on Grapevine Mustangs. Should be exciting for baseball. I would want to take this time to share appreciation, say our thank yous to the people that have made our new facility upgrades possible. Back in November 2022, our community voters approved $300 million bond back.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, it is a beautiful field, isn't it? The new turf.
Yeah, that's not the field I remember. I think they're talking about the bond project that enabled them to put the turf in. I like the color of the base path and the warning track they went with.
Yeah, the lighter instead of the darker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. It looks more like a high-end field, doesn't it? It's really impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, kudos to these guys. This is fantastic. First-class facility.
Parking situation is not ideal, but other than that, they got a nice park.
Elliot, give me a shot. Let's go from the home plate and kind of give a wide view of the whole field that everybody can see. It's top drawer. I mean, the lights, the bullpens now that they have on both sides, the batting cages. Look over there at the batting cage they got behind the home dugout. They have the same thing for softball as well. But this is where this is kind of you want to play baseball. Now, I'm part and partial to grass. Okay, I got to be honest. I love that Mustang field. Reminds me of my field, except my field had dirt on them field.
we had St. Augustine and some weeds. We didn't have Bermuda. You had to go to the golf course if you wanted to see Bermuda
That's
in
exactly
Picayune, Mississippi.
Well, I mean, like you said, on the Grapevine turf, there's golf courses that aren't that good.
Oh, I've been playing them, and the Mustangs ballpark and Colleyville's ballpark, the playing surface there is better than any fairway I've played on in the last 2 months. Not that I'm in the fairway that often.
We talked about that hook a little bit, didn't we? You know,
The
that
slice.
play.
That was,
Yeah, that was a slice.
Jared's two-run double the other night. Had that right-to-left slice on it. Helped it fall.
A right-handed duck hook or a left-handed slice.
There you go.
Yeah. You were a left-handed hitter. I mean, you were a left-handed swinger.
Left-handed hitter and left-handed golfer.
Okay.
Right-hand dominant, though, if that makes any sense.
It does. It means that your dominant eye is probably your right eye. And so when you were in there on the left, you were able to pick up the ball faster and more effective with your right eye facing the pitcher.
For what it's worth, Phil Mickelson is also right-hand dominant and plays golf left-handed. Now, that's where the similarity between his golf game and my golf game stops.
I'm glad you. I'm glad you didn't put a believe it or not out there, because I was going to go with the not. You know.
I'm not going to give you another
You're
slam dunk.
You're not
going to give you an alley-oop like that again.
You did, man. You laid that one up there. Oh, I think you could beat me to first base, believe it or not.
I didn't say that.
Okay,
we may make that race happen.
All right. I tell you what, we'll leave it on these guys, but we need to keep talking to. I mean,
Trey, I tried to do some research online. I can't find a record on Birdville.
I don't think it matters when we're playing these district games. You got some teams that are going to show up and fight tooth and nail. This is one of them. These guys they know each other from playing summer ball. It's different. It doesn't matter about the record. It's more like Alabama Auburn.
Well, from every other year we've been over here, they have talent. So I would be surprised if they're not competitive, if not, going to give us all we want.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is Birdville. And then they, 3 years ago they won the district, right? So, I mean, it's you can't underestimate them. Got a good coaching staff, got a new facility. That inspires a lot of extra effort and hard work, I think. I don't know. But I wouldn't underestimate anybody out here.
Yeah.
Believe me. I mean, we came over here.
I think we're about to have the anthem here.
Yeah, we came over here several years ago. Several years ago before Coach Webster, and same thing. Doesn't matter. It's Birdville. They're going to fight you. All right, here we go. Well, you'll be happy to know, Jeff, that I'm gonna have to get this headset back to Hunter Paris. Hunter Paris is out there somewhere. He may be listening to the game, but
he's got an APB out for you, man.
He does, and rightfully so. He'll be calling some games for us at this Dallas Cup 2024.
Cool.
We got a game on Sunday, Sao Paulo versus Frankfurt, so it should be pretty good. We got an Australian girls national team against an FC Dallas girls team, a Solar team. And then we have Tigres, team from Mexico, taking on FC Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah, so those are at the Cotton Bowl. Should be pretty exciting. If you guys want to watch some great soccer this weekend.
Where are all the other games going to be played?
Around MoneyGram Soccer Park, Richland College, which is over in Richardson, I think, and Toyota Soccer Center, which is up in Frisco.
Okay.
And so all day on Saturday, we'll have 16 girls games that we're covering on Saturday. And then it spikes up. We've got anywhere from 40 games to 60 games on a day for like three or 4 days. And then and then we got playoffs. And then ESPN is picking up some of the finals. And we're actually we'll cover some of the finals that some of the bracket play that ESPN's not picking up in the 12U finals, but ESPN is picking up the super group finals and I think the semifinals in some of the age groups.
Big stuff happening for Tradio.
Hey, we were on WFAA did an article and released it on their website and gave Tradio some love at the end on how to watch Dallas Cup soccer.
Nice.
So it's 278 teams from around the world, so it should be pretty exciting. All right, we're just about to get started. We can't see anything. Can you see?
Yeah, we're going to be fighting that sun at least for probably 30 to 45 minutes, it looks like.
That's Elliot. Elliot's going to have to handle it for us.
I can see that Birdville's got a pitcher out there on the mound. We're kind of blinded at home plate.
Blinded by the light, as they would say back in Alabama.
Man for man, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yes, all right. You're going to have to help me with the count. You're probably going to.
Actually, yeah, if I get my hand up and block the sun, I can. That's Sammy leading off for the Mustangs as usual. He takes that first pitch for a strike, it looked like. That one misses high to make it 1-1.
That's one thing the Mustangs do, Jeff, is be patient, see some pitches.
Okay, that one missed up too. That last week that was a strike. That was that ball up around the letters that.
I talked to an umpire, and the strike zone is higher this year. It's supposed to be higher.
Okay.
It's supposed to be halfway between your armpits and your waist.
That was a strike right there to even the count at 2-2.
Is that guy throwing a knuckle?
Yeah, that was definitely off speed.
That was something weird.
Yeah, missed away. Fouls that one off to keep it 3-2.
Now that's one of the things I sat here and talked about us being patient, but on Friday night, the guy was hammering the strike zone. You didn't need to be patient on that guy. He just like rocked and fired. He just can't, and he had that angle, that Randy Johnson come down angle. He was
6'6", he said.
He's a right-hander though. It reminded me of a right-handed Dason.
Another foul ball up there. Quite a road trip for that team out of Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm glad they got one game in. I don't think they played Saturday morning against Denton Geyer.
That one's in play to the first baseman. Looks like an out.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that y'all played Friday night, Trey. You and I traded text messages. I was asking who was going to pitch that night, and
I did get it right, by the way.
You did,
Yep.
but with the rain that we had Friday afternoon, I sent you a follow-up text that said nobody's pitching tonight. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
y'all played.
Now, I think some definite I think that was a ball.
Yeah, he made an attempt at it, I thought.
Over your left shoulder, I'll tell you what they called it. There's a scoreboard over your left shoulder.
Yeah, it was a strike.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he might have even foul tipped it.
Did he square? He's brought
Yeah,
in, he
yeah,
brought in the third baseman. I mean,
Yeah, he did square. Another foul ball. Yeah, we've got that the clouds helping us out a bit with the sun.
plus we got the high-end expert Elliot on the camera too. Somehow he can get an image for us.
Elliot's got the best view of us all.
Yeah, he does. Plus, there's not a lot of wind, so that high pod shot ought to be pretty good. Is it pretty stable, Elliot? Staying pretty smooth, Elliot? All right, we need. That looks like, I swear that looks like a knuckleball, the way the release point is happening on that pitch.
Did y'all broadcast Friday night?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to
Of course,
go watch.
I was coughing up a lung.
I have to go watch the broadcast.
I already made it private.
okay.
I already made it
Okay.
private. You know that's my.
Foul ball right there. He was
Well,
out in
he
front
hit
of
that
that.
well, though.
Yeah, he was on it.
You know, I have to do that. That's part of my
Right.
marching orders.
So he's in an 0-2 hole here.
Yeah, at least they've seen some pitches, right?
Yeah, Sammy saw like 7 pitches. He
Ooh.
got him looking.
Front knee and
Yep.
off speed again. I swear, I think that's a knuckle curve or knuckle.
Yeah, he froze him for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So this brings Jared Boswell to the plate, and I saw Jared was a district player of the week and well deserved. He had 7
District
hits.
player of the week, or
7
or he was player of the week for the Mustangs.
District player of the week. He had 7 hits last in the 6 in the district games. I saw that on the Mustangs Facebook page. I know he had 3 hits in both of the Colleyville games,
For district, okay.
and like 4 of those were doubles with several RBIs accounted
The
for.
guy's got a stick.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, he's been stroking it. Takes that one down in the dirt. Gets the call there. I think that makes it 2-2.
That's what I have as
Okay.
well.
Okay. So we got another full count here.
That is a deadly pitch. He's going to throw that off speed again. I guarantee you. Oh, but he was on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
He had a pretty good swing at it.
Well, how many pitches has he thrown to 3 people, you think? It's got to
I think he threw 7 to Sammy. He only threw probably 4
or 5.
to Peyton, but this at bat's up to, I believe, 7.
Just
Worked him for a walk. Good at bat right there.
Now batting number 9.
Outfielders seem to be playing kind of shallow, Trey. I don't remember exactly how big this field is, but there's a lot of room behind that center fielder and center.
Yeah, I actually think they moved the fence back. I don't know. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, well, it looks like we were probably at least 325 from home plate right here, and we're in left field pretty much even with the fence.
There's a rip. That's up the middle. Base hit, right?
Yeah, definitely a base hit.
Boy.
Shortstop made an attempt at it, but Ryan smoked that one.
Ryan Williams continues his
Now batting number 21,
assault
Raleigh
on
Nesbitt.
opposing pitching. Now here's another guy that can rip the ball. He can hit the cover off of it, can he, Jeff?
Yeah, Lolly had hit one about 400 feet at Colleyville. It was the only thing kept it in the park was it hit the high part of the center field eye.
Yeah.
And it was right at the top of that corner of that fence.
Yeah, he got all that pitched, didn't he?
Yeah. So, yeah, good spot here. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Takes that one for a strike. That was that off-speed pitch.
I'll tell you what. If I'm the opposing pitcher, I'm going to send him a steady diet of that. I'm going to make Lolly hit that pitch to beat me.
Yeah. Trey, I noticed the lights here, the old-style lights. They don't have the ones facing up.
He was on that.
Well, that hit off the pitcher, didn't it? He just kind of deflected it. And
so the Mustangs scratch a few runners, leave a couple guys, I guess. Ryan Williams had a hit, and Jarrett Boswell walked. We put the ball in play, but nothing to show for it. We're rolling to the bottom of the first. We're going to turn the ambient off so I don't get YouTube crazy on the music. We'll be right back. All right, you going to give me some March Madness?
Yeah, I was going to tell you I'm not real optimistic about your Crimson Tide. I got them winning the first-round game, but I don't see them getting past the second-round game to the Sweet 16.
Who would that be? Who would they have to beat in the round of 32 on your bracket?
I think I've actually got an upset with Grand Canyon, who's a 12 seed. I've got them winning their 5-12 matchup, and then I've got them beating Bama in the second round.
You're so full of it, man. I don't know where you're coming from on this. You know, Grand Canyon? I don't know.
Yeah.
I will tell you one thing. Alabama's a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde situation. That's for sure.
Well, they've been real good at home, but on the road they're not even 500, I don't think. That ball's up the middle. Yeah. First pitch swinging right up the middle.
You know, and this is, you know, I had this discussion with you. There's such a thing as throwing the ball into the strike zone too much. You know that? There's sometimes there's no variability.
Well, we saw it at Colleyville. You know, they came out swinging early against Sammy and against JoJo.
Yep.
And in the first inning really hit him pretty hard. JoJo was able to squared the bunt and foul ball, but JoJo mixed it up after that, and I think he came at him with more off-speed stuff
on the first
early
pitch.
In the count.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, when they got a fastball in that first inning,
they turned on it.
Yeah, they had some ball hit 2 to the fence.
Well, we need a 2-hopper to Peyton Tatum so he can get it over to B. Lee and turn that double play.
Oh, got away from Jared. He's not going to get away.
Right. Yeah.
Like it just got under his glove a bit.
Yep.
You know, that sun could actually be an issue for the third baseman and the left fielder. You know, they're looking right into it. Ryan's up on the grass, expecting him to square again. He's going.
Oh, he's going to be safe. Wow. That was a missed bunt and run right there. Did he go after it?
No, he didn't. He didn't try and make a attempt at it, but it looked like the runner actually had a big jump.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The throw was a little bit towards first base, but I don't think we get him even if it's on the bag.
Good pitch.
Got him looking. Good job, JoJo.
Oh, he did offer on that
Now
second
batting
one
number
then.
27, Bryson.
Okay.
I think it was a called strike, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So 1 out, runner at second for Birdville. Still scoreless here. Top.
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta. We can't give him hope. We gotta crush that early.
Yeah.
All right.
Bottom of the first inning, I should say.
Good pitch.
Yep.
He did exactly what you talked about. He changed it up right there, didn't he? That was a little deuced, dropped in,
Yeah.
a little off speed, froze the guy. Be a good spot for an inside move here. This guy keeps extending a little bit at second base with every pitch.
He does have a healthy lead. Looks like JoJo's thinking the same thing.
So after you fake that, Jeff, it's the best time right now to do one of those spin moves, a timing play, because that guy's thinking all you're going to do is an inside move to get him.
Well, he is really leaning
He's really stretching it out.
to Brent. He's got it clean, got the out.
Yeah, that's a
Good play,
great play
Brent.
right there, Brent. If you get a ground ball on the infield, you know you can get an out because you got to.
Believe.
There you go. All right. There.
Good base running there, going back to the bag there a second. If he
Yeah.
breaks for third, he's going to get him.
Yeah. So the one thing about the turf is you're going to get a true hop. You know, it's if you got guys that can field ground balls, it's to your advantage, right?
Yeah, it makes for a faster surface, but yeah, just watching infield, Trey, I started to say.
Well, that's a rip.
No, it's up in the air. Should be playable by. Okay.
Boozer has it.
Yeah, Brady called him off. So the Mustangs get out of the inning without any damage. Scoreless headed to the top of the second.
All right, Mustangs come to bat. Be right back.
Got Brady at the plate for the Mustangs leading off. He's swinging from the left side today with a right-handed pitcher on the mound for Birdville.
Was that a strike?
That was a strike. Yeah, Brady had a double off the wall at Colleyville, swinging from the right side. That one missed down, make it 1-1. I think we're just about 10 minutes from losing that sun. That was a high strike. He got the call.
Tell you what, the Mustangs in these tournaments they played in, Jeff, they took visitor all the time. Well, that's a good rip.
Yeah, that's well hit.
He got on that.
It's gone. Wow.
Boozer took that off-speed deep, didn't he?
You know, the outfielder was just drifting on it, and I was thinking, man, he hit that well. You better turn and run, but he got on that wall in a hurry. That was a really good swing, and that was just probably 30 feet from the foul pole, so there was nothing cheap about that one.
No, I think it was, yeah. I mean
it wasn't down.
I think it was at off-speed, and he hit it out in front, just kind of like Cash Lyle did the other night. He put a good swing on it.
Yeah. And we really have no wind tonight, so, you're not getting any wind assistance. Bring Gianni to the plate. That's well hit up the middle.
Base hit up the middle.
Gianni's been hitting a lot of balls up the middle recently.
Underclassmen getting it done.
You get a courtesy runner here. That's Danny Park's boy. Colin Park, okay.
Now batting number 2, Zachary Goldstein.
I bet he can outrun Danny.
Probably. We'll go ahead and do that bet.
Brings Zach Goldstein to the plate. Looks like Birdville's maybe expecting a bunt. Third baseman's up on the edge of the grass. He didn't square there.
Got a strike call, though.
Yep. You still ain't got rid of that cough.
No, I haven't. Sorry about that. I got all kinds of text messages last week saying, courtesy cough, courtesy mute it. So I guess I'll have to be quick on the trigger here for the courtesy mute,
As long as you don't sing any Britney Spears, we'll be all right.
Well, I've been told it was in sync.
He's going. Okay, the catcher couldn't get a handle on it, so we're going to get to second with
that
nobody
a called
out.
Strike?
It looked like a strike, yeah. But it is 1-1, so
Okay,
I could be wrong.
Then we know what yep. Goldstein's going to bunt here, I think.
He is squared. Missed it. Okay, that's going to put him in a 2-strike count. Be interesting to see if he tries to square again. He was swinging right there.
I think Coach will give him a shot to pull the ball to the right side, advance that runner.
Yeah, I like that play.
Yeah, we've touched
especially
up
with
the
the
pitcher. We've hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
Last
yeah,
three
for the
guys.
most part, we've been out in front of it. He did his job. Yep, gets that runner to third base.
Did his job. That's right.
Good job, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's if you were going to make a scoring adjustment, that's the same as a sacrifice right there. You move that runner to third, but I would only support that if there's nobody out. Okay.
Yeah, right.
But that's exactly what he was trying to do there. Obviously, he'd like to get that ball through the hole, but that's if he squares the bunt and gets it down, it doesn't count against him. But he achieved the same.
He did.
Result.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Now, is this Brent Lee?
It is Brent, and he squared, but took it.
No, I think he offered. I think it's going to be a strike.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Board's calling it a ball, but we don't have the best view of the umpire. I can't.
They're playing back, too. I guess that's interesting to me.
Okay, that's back to the pitcher, not going to score the run.
Oof.
Yeah. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring us to the top of the lineup with Sammy. Well, they got a high strike call right there. A good cut, just fouled it off.
He was behind it, though. The guy's really changed his eye level with that off speed. Got him in a twisted frame of mind here.
I don't know if it's been intentional, but Sammy's been seeing a lot of high pitches lately. That's going to be a hit.
Hit that hard,
yeah,
man.
Good.
Is that down?
Yeah, it's down. Good job by Sammy right there. Okay, he's going 2. He's going to get in.
He's out.
Oh,
he got him safe. Wow, he rolled over. That was a good slide right there.
Yeah, that was close for sure. I said he's going to get in there, and you said he's got him. And
I think the ball beat him. But I think he did one of these right hand pull back, left hand go over.
Yeah. No, I think the ball did beat him, but the tag just didn't get put on him.
Yeah, the shortstop and him are having a few words over there on second base.
So
Sammy said, "Dude, you got to get the tag down."
Big 2-out hit right there by Sammy to make it a 2-0 ball game. He's going to bring Payton to the plate.
Oh! Wow, that was close.
Yeah, he had him leaning.
What, he had a timing play, too.
Yeah, I don't see Sammy stealing here, so that's not really a spot where you'd expect him to get picked off.
Boy, there's another rip.
Right at the left fielder.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty well hit, but Mustangs scratched for 2 right there on a bomb by Brady and a big 2-out hit by Sammy to score that run. So we're headed to the bottom of the second. Mustangs up 2-0.
Bottom of the second, Jeff. You spot the Joker 2 runs. That might be tough sledding for the other team.
Yeah, I remember him pitching here as a 10th grader. And
oh, my gosh, that was masterful.
Yeah, went deep in the game.
And he you know, he threw 105 pitches.
Yeah, it went
a little too long.
Yeah.
Was it 1 ball?
No, that first pitch was a strike called.
Perfect. Actually, that was a heck of an effort that year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Again, he got another strike right there.
I don't think we won that game, but
no, we lost the game 3-2. We were up 2-0 in the bottom of the 7th.
It was a tough loss.
Oh, your son was
right. Joe was on that team. That's why I remember it well.
He may have been playing first that game.
He probably was. 1-2 count right here on the hitter. That one misses down low, so it's going to even the count at 2-2.
That was maybe one of the best outings I've seen from Joe in that when he was a 10th grader here.
Yeah. He was a regular district starter that season.
Look at that pitch.
Yeah.
Froze him. Wow. Not Dr. K, but his brother, the Joker.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, good curveball right there to get the strikeout.
Now the guy, did you see the guy bent his head down? He looked like he bent down trying to get out of the way, and it just went right at his shoulder and broke on the plate.
He swung at it, though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
I couldn't see that.
Well, you're looking
Take
through
everything
trees.
wrong. Take everything I say with a grain of salt tonight, folks, because, you know,
Yeah, we're
I'm trying to make stuff up that sounds good, right? No, here we go. That was a good one.
yeah, fouled that one off.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't have the dimensions on the fence here, Trey, but I really feel like this is a pretty big ballpark. Definitely bigger than Colleyville's park, probably comparable to Grapevine's park, and I'm talking about the dimensions at the fence.
Yeah, I don't know if is it 400, you think? That's pretty far, I guess.
That one's up in the air. That's going to be playable by our second baseman.
Yeah, Peyton Tatum got a good break on that.
Now batting number 9, Gabe Ryan.
So 2 quick outs here.
This is what the theme has been. They make the plays they're supposed to make, and they'll turn in a few that you wouldn't expect them to make.
Yeah, we've been playing pretty clean. We had a couple of errors in the Colleyville game at Colleyville, but honestly, those were throws by Dason.
Yeah. That's a good pitch right there. Fastball at the knees.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? You can tell when he's got his confidence and he's on. I think he's on tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of strikes for sure, and it's got him looking at pitches. That one missed up.
Well, you know, he's around the strike zone, and he's not afraid to throw that breaking pitch on any count.
Yeah, no, that's his game. He
I
keeps
think
him off speed. When he's pitching well, he definitely keeps him off speed with that.
There it is,
yep.
right there. You see that guy with 2 straight fastballs? How you gonna hit that on the front knee?
What do you say about the Joker?
I don't know. You never know what's coming. Yeah.
Okay, I thought. Yeah,
Did I have something I said last year?
We'll come up with that one. Yeah.
We need to have that
go
one.
through the video from last year.
Yeah.
So 2-2 count right here, 2 outs. Mustangs up 2-0. Got him looking.
Ah! The Joker makes him laugh. There we go.
The only thing there, Trey, was Gianni almost he was almost in the dugout when he caught that one. He knew it was a strike. So Mustangs set him down in order. 2-0 ball game headed to the top of the third.
The Joker keeps him guessing and laughing on the way back. So, Jeff, we just got to look at in slow motion at that slide Sammy made. What'd you think?
That was slick. Yeah, he showed him the right hand, pulled it in, and then got that inside of the bag with the left hand, and the umpire got the call right.
He was right on it,
yeah,
wasn't he?
The ball did beat him there, but just a really nifty slide by Sammy to get in there.
Yeah, those are the little things that mean a lot. And plus, I give props to the umpire for being in position to make the call. He saw it. He was right there.
He waited to watch the play.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think they see the ball beat him and they just assume they're out. But
that's right.
He waited to see the play and he made the right call.
So this is Boswell. Now, you said you think he was District Player of the Week.
Well, he was some type
He
of –
definitely was the Grapevine Player of the Week, right?
Looks like that was a first pitch strike. I'm going to confirm that, Trey, because I know I saw it on the Mustangs Facebook page.
I did see something with him, but I thought they were just the players of the week for Mustangs because they have one for freshmen and JV as well. But, hey, with his stats last week, he could easily have been the district player of the week, too. Oh, there's a base hit by him. Oh, great play by the shortstop.
Nice play by the shortstop.
Thought he had enough to get through there. Really good job. Backhanded dive by the shortstop. I guess the line drive, I mean, he put the bat on it, but stayed up long enough for the shortstop to take 2 steps.
Yeah, I don't know that the district gives that award. That may just be a Mustang award, but they called it the District Week 1 Players of the Week. And just to recap Jarrett's week, he was 7 for 12 with 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, 1 run scored, 1 base on ball, 1 stolen base, and a .615 on-base percentage. So, yeah, he was definitely the hot guy at the plate last week.
Not bad, huh? Oh, there's another hard hit ball.
Yeah, that's going to be a hit.
That's 2 for 2 for Mr. Ryan Williams, if I'm not mistaken.
That is
Got
correct.
a single up the middle.
That's right.
Line drive in the hole.
Jumped on that first pitch. It's going to bring Lolly to the plate.
Completely invalidating my comment about being patient, but they get up there and I mean they're a hitting team. They hit the ball a ton. So Ryan Williams at first base, Lolly Esquivel at the plate.
That was an off-speed pitch there that he took. It looked like it missed. You know, if you're getting a good pitch to hit on that first pitch, you know,
square it up.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in a hole, and that might be the best pitch you see. I've never understood, you know, a lot of big league hitters, they just won't swing at the first pitch. But
close play at first base while you're talking to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're right. I mean, what I always taught Connor was on the first pitch, you're looking for a pitch in a spot, and if you get it, you unleash. But I guess my philosophy for hitting is maybe not the best one.
Okay, he swung at that. I guess it's a
fouled
foul
it,
ball,
yeah. Because
maybe a hit and run there. Brian was moving on the pitch.
my original thinking was Pete Rose thinking, which is the first 2 strikes, you try to hit your strike. You don't hit every strike. You hit the one that you can handle.
Yeah.
Even if you got to take a strike, it's not the one you can handle. Then with 2 strikes, you got to do something different. Whoa, that was close.
Yeah, that was.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got a horrible view. You got even a better view than me. But wow, that pickoff play was super slick.
Yeah, well, Ryan was moving on that last pitch, so he may be going again. He's not moving.
Ball's in the dirt too. Wow, that curveball was about 56 feet and rolled the other 4.
Yeah, they seem to be.
Looked like he had the yips on that one.
Seem to be feeding Lolly a lot of off-speed stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see a guy that looks like he could play defensive end. Maybe that's what you ought to do.
Checking him again.
Oof. I got to tell you, at least Ryan, he knows his limitations, right? He's on the edge of he's making the pitcher nervous, and he's where he can get back on his stomach. All right, that's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Could be 2, though.
It's going to be tough. He got it and turn it.
Yep.
So the Hawks get out of the inning there with a double play, and the Mustangs go down scoreless this inning. We're still at 2-0, headed to the bottom of the 3rd.
Rock and roll out here at the Nest in Birdville. All right, Jeff, we're back on live here. I guess we got to. Well,
Yeah, it looks like
I
we
guess
could be in for another, tight ball game, Trey. I mean,
yeah, it will be. This is Birdville, I'm telling you, man. This is Drake White batting for Birdville now.
Do you know any of their players?
Drake White.
Okay.
Used to coach him. Actually, I've seen he's done pretty well the last 2 years. He's really
Is he the catcher?
no, I don't think so.
First pitch missed for a ball, so 1-0 count.
He's a tough out. Oh, with the cutter right there.
Yeah, there's a strike.
Cutter for a strike. That was a good pitch. I'm guessing cutter. I mean, I'm 325 feet away. What do you think?
It looked like a fastball.
Nah, it's cutter.
Well,
Yeah, right.
it wasn't his curveball. I know that.
Yeah, we'll agree on that. Still 1-1, right?
Yep. No, we had him off speed. Off.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
JoJo threw that off-speed breaking pitch there.
It was
Had him twisting, corkscrewing into the ground on that one.
Yeah, it was actually higher than he'd like, but he was just so off balance he
He's
couldn't
going
do
to throw
anything
him
with
a
it.
fastball at the knees, I think. Oh, he threw the deuce. Ugh.
Look, that one missed just a little bit
Yeah.
out.
2-2. I think if he buries one right here, he might be able to get this batter. Nope. Good plate discipline by Drake that time.
Yeah, back to a full count.
Yep, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
There is a little bit of wind moving the flags. It looks like it's actually blowing in a tad, but I'm glad it's not blowing hard, Trey. It'd be chilly out here.
Well,
Yeah, it's gonna walk him right there. I think that's their first base runner, Trey, isn't it?
no. No, the leadoff guy got on.
Okay.
The first pitch base hit, remember?
Okay.
And then he stole second base. Remember we
That's
talked
right.
about the lead
That's
that he
right.
had?
That's right.
Yeah, that he had a big big jump.
You're exactly right.
Thank you, man.
For a change.
Yep. Believe it or not. Right?
Okay, squares to bunt. Wow, that was
He offered at it too,
a
didn't he?
squared, and then it was almost a half swing.
I don't know what it was. But
I don't know if he was actually Ryan.
you think he was trying to slash?
Possibly, but it was not the best attempt at it. But Ryan was definitely charging hard. Was a strike for sure.
Ooh, good move over there. Drake back safely, though. Drake White at first base, the runner for the Birdville Hawks. Don't know what position he's playing tonight. I guess we should be watching Game Changer, huh? That's what the normal people do.
That's a good idea.
Yep. People that are locked in as fans. I don't know. We
Fouled that one off right there.
Yep.
I'm going to pull it up, Trey.
Give you a little more volume here so that all the people out there can hear you.
Let's see what I can find on Game Changer.
Got an 0-2 count, I think. This is a good
It is 0-2.
Good spot to get a 2-hopper to Brent Lee so they can roll it in the middle. Let's turn a pair here, guys. Nope. Battled him. Drake got a good secondary that time. I think Joe needs to throw over there one time on 0-2.
He's playing center field for the Hawks. This is actually
yeah, that makes sense. He's pretty fast.
This is their number 9 hitter right here. He's the
Okay.
catcher. He's going.
Okay.
They're swinging. That's
Let's get a fly ball.
going to get fouled.
Okay.
Can't get to it. It's quiet out here tonight, Trey. There's not a big crowd, and honestly, the home team hadn't had a whole lot to cheer for.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where the concessions are.
I know exactly where they are. They're in that little barn-looking thing over there. I've made quite a few trips there in my past visits.
Oh, great pitch right
Yeah.
there. Joe got him.
Yeah, good curveball right there to get the strikeout.
Now batting number 12, Luis Martinez.
No sign of a grill,
Tell
Trey.
you what, well, that's because they can't beat the Stang dogs we put on out there, Jeff.
So the Mustangs are winning all around. We're winning in the concession stand, on the field.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. This turf field is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but I like our grass.
You're right. This is a nice field, but I like the grass in Grapevine too. This is going to bring the Hawks back to the top of their lineup right here. This is a right fielder.
I'm just telling
Martinez.
you, if you don't have a grill going, Jeff, if you don't have a grill master for the night, I believe there's a shortcoming in your game.
I agree. I mean, there's plenty of nights when I would go to the ballpark, and that's where I was looking for dinner, and that hamburger was dinner on many a nights at the ballpark.
Do you remember? Did you?
He's going.
Yeah, he
couldn't
got
get a
great
handle on
jump.
it. Yeah,
Was
Johnny.
that a strike? Did he take a strike?
It looked like a strike.
He did. What's the count?
I'm gonna
0-2.
Wait on the scoreboard. They're behind apparently, but it looked like a strike from here. Gianni just couldn't get a handle on to make that throw.
He did have a pretty good jump, though.
Yeah, sometimes JoJo has a pretty high leg kick.
There's that. Oh, he hit him on the helmet.
Yep.
Wow, hope he's okay.
Good thing he's wearing that helmet.
Yeah, tell you what.
That ball was uncorked.
That was, yes. I've got 0-2, Jeff, but the board has 1-1, right?
Yeah, the board is showing 1-1.
Big lead at second. I mean, I tell you what, healthy lead.
And that pitch right there missed up. Yeah, the other base runner they got to second had a big lead out there, and with one out, you definitely would like to get to third with one out and increase those scoring chances.
Slide step, Joe. Oh, he got him. Oh, if he throws it.
Yeah, nobody at the back. But good job stepping him off there and
right.
making him freeze, because if he gets a walking lead, Gianni won't have a chance to get him even at third base.
Yeah, this is one of those where Joe's going to have to do a slide step.
I need to work him a little bit at shortstop. Just come in behind him and go back and forth. Brent is doing that some. It's a foul ball right there down the line. So we got a 2-2 count on the hitter. One out, runner at second base. It's like Coach Webster's going to come out for a conference.
I think he doesn't like that guy continuing to get that big lead,
Yeah, I'm not sure else why you'd visit right here in this spot.
I'm going to turn the music down a little bit here so we don't have to mute it. Otherwise, we're going to end up muting. I have to come in after the fact, and YouTube says, oh, you got a copyright issue. Got to mute it. I don't know what he'd be talking to him about. It's a 2-1. Oh, no, it's a 2-2.
Yeah, it's 2-2 count,
yeah.
one out. I mean, hitter's swinging. He's already shown that. So, yeah,
they might be looking at what kind of timing plays they have.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep the runner close there, because even on a base hit, if you can keep him close to second, he may not score on a single.
Not with the turf. The ball's going to get to the outfielder much faster than normal.
I
should say much faster than at Grapevine.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if you remember when the Cubs always the rumor was they would grow the grass high when Ryan Sandberg was at second base, especially as he got older, because they didn't feel like he had the range.
That would
slow the ball down.
What was the Harry Carey called him Reinberg several times.
Rhino.
Reinberg! Ball hit to Reinberg! He forgot it was Ryan Sandberg. But that was in his older years. What a great announcer, man. I tell you what, Harry Carey singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." at Wrigley Field.
He was probably in
Yeah.
in the bleachers having some cold ones when he said
Yeah.
that.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Come on now. Oh, where was that? Okay, 3-2. Have you ever been to Wrigley?
I made my first trip there 2 summers ago.
Yeah, I went back in my youngling days, back in the 20s, and after I graduated from Alabama, I went up there for to visit somebody, I guess.
Got him.
Wow.
No, actually, I guess he foul tipped it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he got him. Okay.
Yeah.
And set out in the outfield.
Cool.
It was the greatest. And left field and right field start going back and forth with derogatory yells toward each other. And it was the greatest feeling of all, being out there at Wrigley Field. So much tradition.
Got him looking.
He had to.
Yeah.
Did he ring him up?
He rung him up. Good
Yes,
pitch,
sir.
JoJo.
Great pitch.
Yeah, no, that ballpark had been on my bucket list, Trey, for 40 years since I was a kid watching the Cubs on WGN.
Oh, yeah.
Back when, at that time, you could only watch the Cubs or the Braves.
That's right. Now, I took WTBS. I watched the Braves on
Right,
those days.
right. But if you had cable, usually you had WGN, so
Yeah,
you
that's
could
right.
catch the Cubs games.
It was either Cubs or Braves. You're right. And and it was all day games for the Cubs back then.
That's right. They didn't even have lights.
Nope.
So we got 2 outs here. Runner still at second base. On the infield, you definitely want to keep the ball in front of you.
That was a great trip, man. We went to the steakhouse by the coach of the Bears, Ditka.
Yeah, Ditka's.
Yeah, it was a good trip. It was in the 90s. It was fantastic. Also, what about going to Fenway Park? I mean, if you've not been to Fenway Park.
I haven't been there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
So I went to Fenway Park, took my dad there. He didn't know he was going. He was a Carter Yastrzemski fan, and
Wow.
took him for his birthday. I took him to a Braves game on Friday night. I flew back from Miami, took him to a Braves game on Friday night. Deion Sanders knocked in the winning run in the 10th inning.
Man.
Then we hustled up down to U.S. Air on Saturday morning, and nonstop flight. Was that a ball?
No, he got the call there, so it's a 2-1 count. Yeah, that was a high strike he took.
Nonstop to Boston from Atlanta, and I could not understand the car rental guy. He said, Kapok. You know what a Kapok is? No, I didn't know what a Kapok was. Well, that's where all the rental cars are parked. And anyway, I had to ask him 3 times to tell me about how to get the rental car and get directions to Fenway. And we went to Fenway, and, man, talk about the tradition of baseball exploding in your face. Everything from passing the beverages down the line to the guys throwing the hot dogs at you. You know, you order a dog, you pass your money down the line, and he throws the dog to you. And,
You know, I just thought of something. I think that's the only ballpark still being used that Babe Ruth played in.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, that's a fly ball. Was it going to
That's
get
a
down?
chopper that.
Got it.
Oh, wow.
Nice job.
Yeah. Boy,
Good range
was
out there.
Odd-looking hit.
Yep.
I almost thought it was a chopper that bounced, but it was a ball low that he kind of wedged it to
yeah.
Brady made a nice play to come
It's
in
like
and get
a
that.
9-iron, right?
So, Mustangs escaped without any damage, headed to the top of the 4th, holding on to that 2-0 lead.
We're talking nostalgic baseball park. credit where credit's due, Jeff. We talk about nostalgia. Let's get that music going too, right?
Yeah, that was some good
That was some
70s
good-
stuff
yeah,
there.
right. I love it. Here we are. All right, who's up? This is Brady Boozer. He went yard last time. We're in the top of the fourth.
Yep.
He went yard on a curveball. What was that call? I can't see the
I think
umpire.
that was out.
Yeah.
Missed away, so a 1-0 count.
Yeah, we're sitting in another kind of crazy place where I got going to have to ask Jeff.
Hit that one on the ground. Looks like second baseman's going to play it clean.
Yep.
So they get the first out.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, the first time up, he hit that off speed. He drilled it, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a shot. Yeah, and Trey, you say I have the better view, and I'm only looking through 2 fences to see home plate.
Well, I'm looking through a crepe myrtle and 3 fences and,
Yeah.
whatever. That's all right.
And
We'll be back at – oh, you're not going to be there Friday night.
No,
All right.
I won't be there Friday night. Be
I'm
out
going to
of
have
town.
to get a guest. I'm going to have to get a guest.
Coach Hutch.
Yeah, I might.
See if you can recruit Coach Hutch.
Yeah, that's – maybe he'll come out and –
This brings Ryan Williams. No, actually, this is not Ryan. This is Gianni. Gianni's 2 for 2.
right down the line. He's going to beat it. He's going to beat it.
Wow.
Did they get him? Called him safe.
No, I
Called
think he
him
got
safe.
him. Or did?
No, they called him safe. Umpire's going to – let's see.
Yeah, he got him. The third baseman did a good job of staying with that ball. It looked like
No. It's
oh, you're
it's
right.
safe.
Okay, yeah, we got a Kersey runner. Did the first baseman drop the ball, or did he just beat the?
He beat the throw.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm not sure it was the greatest throw. He may have pulled,
Okay.
but look, the coach is not too happy with it. So I guess Elliott's over there spinning the replay for us.
Yeah, they are questioning the call, I should say.
Well, they don't have challenge in high school baseball yet,
No,
Jeff. They don't.
no.
But that's coming.
Trey, when I went to the College World Series a couple of years ago, honestly, there was too many calls challenged. They get like 5 challenges,
Yeah, I know.
and it was ridiculous.
Slows the game, yeah.
Stuff that wasn't even questionable, they would challenge just because they had the option.
Yeah. Well, that's another nostalgic place. A lot of big-time baseball in Omaha, right?
Well, they're playing at a new ballpark.
Oh, they are?
Well, it's been there now probably 15 years, but it's not the original Rosenblatt
okay.
Stadium. They actually play downtown where Creighton plays there during the regular season. But it's right in the heart of Omaha. Really nice ballpark surrounded by bars and restaurants.
Yep. I got to tell you, we went to a ballpark in Oklahoma City. Have you ever been up there?
No, I haven't. But that's
like a Big 12
Rangers Double-A team. Don't they play up there?
No. Well, it was Big 12 tournament.
Okay.
He's
running.
Yep, he's got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's strike as well.
Yeah, he got him.
Yeah. Pitcher did a good job keeping him close at first, and the very good pop time by the catcher that time.
Yeah, so that's 2 outs there on the
I wonder if that was a hit and run.
I didn't see a swing.
Okay, there's Goldstein.
It's going to be ground ball a second. This is going to be an out. So Mustangs go down in order right there, but did get a base runner and got thrown out a second.
Yep.
So clinging to that 2-0 lead headed to the bottom of the 4th.
So if we get some good tunes, we'll leave the ambient on. Let's see what we're going to get here. Yes, we're going to leave the ambient for you guys. We're even going to turn it up. We're going to give you some Rubber Band Man by the Spinners. Yes, sir. I feel like I'm a DJ. All right, I'm going to mute Jeff and we're going to let you enjoy the tunes. Elliot, can you hear the music though? All right, Jeff.
Leading off the Hawks, number 27, Bryson Shirley.
Yeah, we got some good tunes in between there. We got to go ahead and say thank you to that DJ back there, you know.
You were listening to that on Soul Train, weren't you, as a kid?
I don't know what I was listening to it on, but I'll tell you what.
Or American Bandstand.
Well, Spinner's Greatest Hits. I've got that CD. I don't mind saying it.
Well,
It was a CD when I got it.
No, it was an 8-track probably when you got it.
No. No, I listened. No, okay.
Well, when it came out, they didn't have CDs.
I know that.
It was probably only on vinyl.
I didn't appreciate the Spinners until later.
Okay.
Until I was in the 90s or something.
Okay.
But, yeah, my first 2 cassettes. So my first, that was ball 1, right?
Yeah, it looked like it messed up.
First cassette that I got was the Eagles' Greatest Hits, the first one, first one, and I thought I was great. And then Santa Claus, with the same cassette player, delivered Peaches and Herb.
Well, that's a wide mix.
It is a wide mix.
The hitter was out in front of that one. We got a foul ball down here and just inside the foul line that we're going to have to send some.
Now, my first vinyl that I got was Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Is that what it's called, Off the Wall? That
I can't remember. Yeah, that sounds like one of his albums. I think the Thriller album was the top-selling album of all time.
There? I don't think he did.
No, it's a 2-1 count. This is the number 3 hitter here for the Hawks. I believe he's their DH tonight. Wow, that looked good, but he didn't get the call, so it's going to make it 3-1.
Elliott, scoreboard still in good shape? Yep. Temperature's dropping out here tonight.
Well, he's way out in front of that one,
Is
Trey.
that a Tradio truck? Where is it?
No, that's going to maybe get one of the cars over here. No.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, he almost hit that on the softball field.
You know, we were at Denton last year. Well, you were with us when we were at Lake Dallas. Ryan Williams hit a ball that we thought was going to take out the Tradio truck. Do you remember that one?
It cleared us.
Yeah, it cleared us out in left field. Okay, that's going to be a tough play.
Sammy's going to get there. No, just
dropped it.
Yeah, he tried to make a slide and catch and just missed it.
Good effort. Probably go as a base hit, right?
There was another home run hit at that Lake Dallas game, too.
That was just beyond us. That was Keller Schamberger.
Keller, there you go.
The Schamberger.
There you go.
Keller Schamberger. You know, and then we had one, actually, we were out in the outfield. I think Keller hit one at Denton in that game where the Mustangs had to come back. Early in the game, he hit a home run that was real close to the Tradio truck. I felt like we were a target last year for.
Yeah, we had balls all around us for sure.
You know, the biggest issue with the baseball has actually been over at Grapevine, the opposing team warming up.
Well, the Tradio truck is in danger with a wild pitch.
I've been hit twice. I mean, I've physically been hit. That's a nice hit, man.
Wow, that's
great bunt. It's a great bunt. Great job. That's a good sack.
We're not the only team that'll bunt with our cleanup hitter. That was the number 4 hitter there for Birdville.
And so now it's 1 out, right?
1 out. This is Owens, the left fielder at the plate.
It's an analytics world we live in, Jeff. I mean, and you got to figure out what's the key analytic. Is it OPS? Is it on-base percentage? I mean, and then you got to look at, okay, putting pressure on the defense. I know your theory, though, is more about good teams aren't gonna botch the bunt.
The analytics though are what killed the bunt, Trey. That's when the Moneyball said
those guys want walks,
right, and let them swing away rather than give up an out. But high school is different because they're not always going to make that play if you put pressure on the defense, and we saw that actually last week some.
Wow, that's a deep fly ball. Is that going to be caught by?
I think it's going to get out of play. Yeah.
Okay, I got 1-1. I think I'm right.
That's, I believe, correct. Yeah, 1-1, 1 out. Runner at second base. Still a 2-0 ball game with the Mustangs on top.
Yeah. Runner at second base with a moderate lead. Nothing too crazy. That's a good pitch.
Yeah.
Got the call on it, too.
Yeah, that looked like that curveball or slider right there.
Yeah, I think it was a little hard. I think it was a slider, Jeffy.
It was a good spot for it.
He kept it down. That's the joker, man. Oh, look at that pitch. He cracked him up.
He froze him,
No,
but
he didn't get the call. My gosh, that was
must have been a little bit inside.
Oh.
Yeah, he got fisted. That's going to be a tough play, actually.
Got it. Did he call him out? Yeah, the guy's heading back to the – I tell you what, he got down the line quick, didn't he?
Yeah. Brent had to make a good throw there. That was not a tough – not an easy play at all.
You need to get an out on the infield. You get a ground ball, and what do you need to do?
You got to believe.
There you go. Okay, I don't know what we got here on the walk-up music, but I wouldn't make it in today's world, Jeff, because my walk-up music would not be like I don't know. I'd probably go with maybe the Rolling Stones. What do you think? What would you do?
That's I never had to make that decision. They were going to get out of the inning there.
Did they pick it for you when you were a lefty?
We didn't have walk-up music when
I was
either.
When I was in high school, we didn't have that.
In college ball either, we didn't have walk-up music. But
okay, so when we come back after the break, you got to tell me what your walk-up song is.
Okay, I'm going to have that ready for you.
Hey, this is you're watching Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio, brought to you by the C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament, which will be when, Jeff?
It's Friday, October 18th, 1 o'clock start. We're back at the Fossil Creek course in Fort Worth where we played last year. It'll be a scramble format, and come and join us. You can register as an individual or as a team. The website to do that is cjmemorialgolftournament.com.
Excellent. And also the GHS 10th Man Club. Defend the G. That's Grapevine Mustang Baseball 10th Man Club. We'll be right back. We'll leave you with the tunes that they're spinning here at the Nest in Birdville, where Grapevine holds a 2-0 lead. We're rolling to the top of the fifth. Both B. Lee up for the Mustangs.
And now, Trey, you asked me about my walk-up song, and I got to admit I stole this from Mitch Moreland when he played for the Rangers.
Okay, what would it be?
Copperhead Road by Steve
Earle.
I
like that.
Yeah.
I like that song.
And it was actually came out in 1988, so it would have been available in my college years.
Yes. Me, I don't know. There's so many options. I probably would go with one of the Rolling Stones songs.
They got a lot of good ones to choose from. I'll give you that.
Although, that gosh, what's a song I've used on my – it's got like a 7-minute guitar intro. It's 6 or 7 minutes. What is it? It's not
That's going to be a
it's gonna be
ground ball. The shortstop going to make the play.
Yep, that's a good play.
The only music that I remember playing or that got played in college was "Welcome to the Jungle." That was our it was our warm-up song, and I remember like it would be played on a recorder. It was not a good sound, you know. It was not quality like you get today.
Yeah.
You put the microphone to the cassette.
Oh, Sammy ripped one down the right field line. Let's see if that stays fair. Nope. Just a little in front of it on the off speed. No, I think actually I would like "Shout" by Tears for Fears. I liked that tune when I was in high school.
Okay.
You know, you want me to sing it for you? Shout, shout, let it all. Okay. All right, here we go.
We're going to have music loaded up next time.
Yeah, we're going to have music loaded.
That's another foul ball right there.
That's coming down by the Tradio truck. Nope. It's going to take out the folks that are the concessions runners, the people that bring the concessions to the game. Park there. Ooh, good eye, Sammy.
Yeah, he's in a 1-2 count right now.
All right, looks like JoJo might be done for the night. He's doing his jogging. Could be. Yeah.
I heard him say to the bullpen he was going to go 6, so I think he's just trying to stay warm.
Oh, okay.
It is a little chilly, like you mentioned, and just trying to stay loose.
He's still got good stuff, Sammy. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, let's see how many pitches JoJo's thrown.
3-2. I bet he's in the 60 range. 55.
57. You're close.
Yeah. Okay, there's a hard hit ball. Is that in the gap?
Oh, that's going to fall.
Yes, it's going to be extra bases. He's going to run for 3.
He may go 3.
He's going for 3. He is going to make him throw him out. He's going to be there, too.
Yep.
Look at that. Wow, that's a triple. Samuel.
Good job getting a third there with 1 out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the center fielder laid out for that ball.
That was Drake White. He made a heck of an effort, didn't he?
Yeah, he had to go a long ways. That ball was in the left field gap.
Here's Tatum. Now, Jeff, you got a 2-0 lead. I don't know what the analytics say, but I'd rather have 3-0. So the only problem is if you do something, if you put a play on here, he's a left-hander, and that's not good.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he can put the ball in play.
Unless they play the infield in. A ground ball is usually going to score the run here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Birdville brings their infield in all the way around because they probably don't want to fall behind any more than they already are. It doesn't look like they have, I believe, only 2 hits for the game, so they'll definitely want to try and keep this a 2-run ball game.
Yeah. And the pitching when. After JoJo leaves the hill, the pitching doesn't lessen. The Mustangs are super deep at that position.
Yeah, it may be Luke's night tonight, and we saw an excellent outing by Luke last week.
Gosh, unbelievable. They made a great tandem, didn't they?
Yeah, that was very strong pitching by the Mustangs. Pretty much the both district games last week.
Actually, all but 1 inning was great pitching by both teams.
Yeah, and Luke is the one in the bullpen that's loosening up. He's not even throwing yet, but
that's a strike.
Yeah, he didn't square, so he may be swinging.
Yeah, where are they on the infield? Is everybody up? Looks like everybody.
Well, they're playing back in the middle.
Halfway in the middle, aren't they?
Yeah. The first baseman's even with the bag.
They're going to concede the run in the middle.
Yeah.
This might be a good bunt time right here. 0-1. Going to get an off speed.
He squares. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a safety.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that. Here's why. Those guys are playing deep, and you're going to get an off speed, which is what he got. It was just elevated. I think he's going to be swinging here, though. Let's see.
He was swinging. Yeah, as long as you don't bunt it back to the pitcher.
Yep.
You know, as that base runner, you should score as long as it's not back to the pitcher.
2 balls and 1 strike. I think this is going to be an opportunity for him to lay it down. The pitcher right now he's probably been told, get this guy, because the guy on deck is Boswell, can go yard here. You know, Payton can hit the ball hard. I'm not downing anybody here.
Yeah.
I mean, Peyton Tatum, you know, he was Mr. Clutch last week. He's been getting the barrel on it. I'm just saying Jarrett Boswell's got some, like, lightning in his bat.
Yeah, he was swinging there. He didn't
3-1. He can sit on a pitch right here. Oh, he got it.
Missed it.
He didn't want it.
Looked like they went off speed with him.
I agree.
He was off balance.
Looked like he was looking fastball, and he got off speed, didn't he? Down and in, too, didn't he?
Yeah, it was
a good pitch. The guy executed his pitch, didn't he?
So full count right here, 1 out.
That's going to be down for a hit right there.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Yep. Unbelievable.
Going to advance to second on the throw.
Yeah, I don't know why Drake made that throw. It's not a good decision. There's no way he's throwing Sammy out.
You know, Trey, the shortstop, I think, actually was playing halfway.
Yeah.
And I think if he's playing back there, he probably makes the play.
I agree. Yeah, I got you.
Now batting number 12, Jarrett.
I agree, 100%,
So,
Jeff.
Mustangs pick up another run to make it 3-0. Yeah, that was not hit hard, but just hard enough to
effective.
Fall.
You know what? It looks like it was a line drive off the wall in the book.
No doubt. It's a actually, it's going to –
Hey, listen, last time he was up, he striped it and right at somebody. So
yeah.
That's how this game plays. Ball's out in the outfield.
Yeah, missed pick.
You know, that's how this game goes, Jeff.
Yeah, you hope that those balls you hit right at them, you get those soft balls to fall sometimes, and that definitely was a dying quail, as they like to say.
Got an RBI for it. Oh, there's a rip. See that
hit.
Dude? He drills the ball.
Yeah, he's going to hold him at third.
That's a good decision.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to make sure that ball was going to fall.
Gosh, did you see that swing? That dude has got the swing, man.
Yeah, that was good job of hitting right there. Hit it right up the middle.
Now batting number 9, Ryan Williams.
Now here's where Birdville's got to be careful. They've got to pitch to him with 2 guys on and 1 out, right? But pitching to this guy is pretty doggone dangerous.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 tonight. We know he homered last week. He also hit one off the wall at Colleyville, at Colleyville's ballpark. He's squaring.
Look at that.
It's going to go foul down the right side, but looking to catch him off guard there with a push bunt.
Mm-hmm. That's Bobby Cox play right there. I've talked about it before, right? Safety squeeze with runners on first and third late in the game with 1 out.
Was Dale Murphy did he?
Dale Murphy never bunted. He didn't.
Okay, I was saying, I think he was the cleanup hitter for the Braves. I don't think Dale Murphy would have been bunting in this spot.
No, not Dale Murphy. Not Bob Horner either.
Okay.
Now he's got 2 on him.
Yeah, he missed that one.
No, Dale Murphy was a threat to put one off the wall at any time.
Well, we know Ryan's got 2 strikes here. We know Ryan's a good 2-strike hitter because he did what last week with 2 strikes?
Let me just clarify. He hit the ball over the fence with 2 strikes. Boy, he hit that one hard
right
up the middle. Base hit.
It's going to score that 4th run.
You know, he takes a different approach. He doesn't stride. He just makes contact.
You know, sometimes just shortening up and that ball will jump off your bat.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to swing from the heels. Just put the barrel on it, and he's made some really good 2-strike swings here in the last week. So the Mustangs are got a crooked inning on the board here, 2, and still runner at first and second with 1 out for Lolly.
That's a strike, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
That was another off-speed pitch they started Lolly off with.
Yep. And they've started him first pitch off speed every at bat.
Yep. That one missed away.
And down, I thought, as well. Okay.
Another off-speed pitch. You got the call.
Yep. Yeah, well, it's kind of what I was saying. I don't mind that situation, Jeff, where you don't swing at it if it's not your pitch. You know, you.
Yeah. If you're
Now with 2 strikes, all bets are off.
you got to protect.
Yeah. Wow. That was super close,
That one
wasn't
looked
it?
a lot like the last pitch.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I was close. Now we're not anywhere near.
No,
the
no,
plate,
we can't
so.
see where the catcher's setting up. But my guess is the catcher set up off the plate because that looked a lot like the last. Oh, they got to try to pick it first.
Back pick, almost.
Battle up there with 2 strikes, Lolly. Going to put it in play to the shortstop.
Oh, he booted it.
Yep. Okay, that's going to load the bases here. That was a tough play. He had to charge it and just didn't come up with it clean.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Well, it
It should have been an out.
It should have been an out somewhere.
I bet if you
Should've been
ask
out.
him and you put the believe it or not on him.
It should have been an out.
Yeah.
But it was not going to be a double play ball.
Oh, no.
Because it wasn't hit hard enough.
Yeah, I agree with that. His best play was going to be at first base.
And which actually he was running away from the bag, so it would have been a tough throw. I'm not saying he deserves a hit.
What happened here?
We got a
pinch runner?
pinch runner, I believe.
Yeah. Is that number 15?
I think it is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Connor Bell into pinch run for Lolly.
Pinch running for Lale Escobedo is number 15, Connor Bell.
All right, so we got bases loaded, 1 out. Who's up the plate?
And we got Brady Boozer swinging from that left side again. He could clear the bases. Fouls that one off.
No doubt about his first time at bat, folks. If you're joining us, Boozer got a pitch. He had to be looking for it. He had to be sitting on it.
I'm going to have to go watch the video on that one because
But it was, I mean, he kept his hands back. He torched it over the right field fence. It was a breaking pitch.
that one missed inside to make it a 1-1 count. Well, he got the call, so 1-2. Looked like they tried to work the outer half right there and got the call.
Yeah.
Oh, got him at a off-speed pitch, just swung right through it. So it's going to be the second out here for the Hawks. That's going to bring Gianni to the plate.
Well, now a long single might just score 3 runs.
Yeah, Gianni had a hit up the middle, I believe, in his last at bat.
Yeah, he did. They're going to be running. They're going to be running on the pitch. I mean, on the swing. Right?
Well, only with 2 strikes can
Only
you
with 2
do
strikes.
that.
Yeah, no, I know that. But I mean, wow.
Okay, yeah, he's
First pitch strike.
got us looking at that curveball, which with
He's only been hurt 1 time with it, right? Although, no, I think Sammy put one out there as well, didn't he?
fouled that one off. So 0-2 count right here on Gianni. Oh, wow, I think they wanted the call.
Yeah.
Umpire stood up for a second like he thought about it.
I'll tell you what, that's one thing you can look at. If they stand up out of the, out of the crouch.
Scared me a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, they're thinking something.
Battled that one off. That was a off-speed pitch that he was definitely way out in front of and just was able to foul it off. I thought he might try and come back with a fastball. He did, but just missed up.
Yep, 22.
This is where you can run on the swing.
No, it's 2-2.
Yeah, but there's 2 strikes. Only you got to if he's swinging.
Yeah, I got you. I hear you. Yeah.
Okay, he's worked it back to a full count.
Wow.
Good job.
Everybody's going to be rolling now.
Yeah, good job battling back from an 0-2 count.
Excuse me. I understand what you're saying now. If he swings with 2 strikes, he's either going to foul it or strike out or put it in play.
Yeah,
right?
ends the inning, yeah, if it's an out.
Get a lead. Go.
It's in play, right to the second baseman. He's going to make the play. So Mustangs do pick up 2 runs there, make it a 4-0 ball game headed to the bottom of the 5th.
Let's see what kind of tunes they're going to put on us here. All right. No, I'm sorry. We're going to go mute. All right, Jeff, let's go ahead. I'm going to mute the music for a little bit because, they're gonna get us anyway. Here we go.
So we got JoJo back on the hill for Grapevine, and I believe he's right around 60 pitches is what we looked at earlier. So safely under any pitch restrictions, and I believe he went about 100 pitches last week in 7 innings.
Yeah, I think his arm's plenty good. What'd you say? He was at 70, something like that?
Well, when we looked earlier, he was at 58. He probably threw a few more after that.
Oh, good pitch. Did he get it? He did not get the call, though. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's at 58. So that was where he finished the inning, actually, was at 57.
Okay.
So swing and strike right there. It was actually a pretty good cut by the hitter.
Favorite baseball player growing up before you got to college?
Well, another foul ball. Reggie Jackson.
Oh, my gosh, that's great.
He was so clutch for the Yankees.
Yeah,
he hit so many big home runs, but I also like George Brett.
That's exactly mine. I was a catcher and third base, and I was one of those guys they had to move to outfield because from third base I could actually throw it.
That's going to be playable by Brady for an out. So.
Because I was actually one of those guys that could throw it over the first base dugout from third base because I couldn't control my –
intentionally or accidentally?
No, accidentally. and so I was pretty solid fielding the ball until I just got in my head the Steve Sachs syndrome.
Well, you know Dale Murphy was a catcher.
Yeah.
And he kept throwing to center field. He said, well we're just going to put you in center field.
That's where I made all district in the outfield.
Okay.
They moved me out there. But I was a catcher and third baseman growing up. And George Brett and Thurman Munson were my guys. I was really disappointed and upset about Thurman Munson. But
that's pretty well hit, but right at Brent. It looks like he's going to make the play.
That's because if you get a ground ball and you need it out, what do you got to do?
You got to believe.
There you go, man. Tell you what, B. Lee gets it done.
2 quick outs here for the Mustangs. I believe that's 4 pitches this inning for JoJo. So cruising right here with 2 outs.
Those, so my earliest memories of baseball are the Yankees and Dodgers playing World Series, man. And I was always pulling for the Dodgers, actually.
Well, that Dodgers team was stacked.
Even though Thurman Munson,
They had Ron Say, Steve Garvey.
Not Rick Cerrone, the guy, Monday. Rick Monday, was he on there?
Yeah, I'm trying
Who was the guy that played third base?
That was Ron Say, the Penguin.
No, I thought he was a second baseman.
I think Say was a
Davey
third
Lopes?
baseman.
Davey Lopes?
Davey Lopes was the second baseman.
Second baseman.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And Dusty Baker played on that team.
Oh, my gosh, yes. Who was I think Monday was on that team as an outfielder.
Well, that's pretty well hit, but I think Brady's going to play it. Okay.
Got it.
3 outs right there. Mustangs head to the bottom or top of the 6th inning, holding on to that 4-0 lead.
The Joker's got him guessing. That's what we need. We'll be right back. Oh, what are they going to play here? Let's see. All right, we're going to leave it.
Going to the bathroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, now pitching for the Hawks, number 2, Carson Wade. Ladies and gentlemen, playing first for the Hawks, number 27, Bryson Shirley.
Well, the Mustangs are in a good spot here tonight. Looks like they have a 4-run lead and can add to it here in the top of the 6th. They've been able to imposed their will so far.
Mustangs, number 2, Zachary Goldstein.
Zach Goldstein's leading off for the Mustangs here to start the top of the 6th. I think he's had a couple of ground outs to second base. He squares to bunt, puts one down. Looks like it's going to be foul. 1 strike on Goldstein.
Got a pitching change for Birdville, too. They've got a lefty on the mound now. Almost looks like their first baseman. I think it is their first baseman.
Yeah, I think so because
Yeah.
they just announced a new player or a new sub over at first.
Another foul ball right there. Yeah, their first pitcher had thrown 90 pitches. Mustangs are up to 9 hits right here, Trey, in the 6th inning.
It's not too bad for a district game.
No. I mean, that's almost
They've produced 4 runs on 9 hits.
Almost 2 hits an inning, and been threatening pretty much every inning.
Yeah. You keep putting pressure on the defense, good things happen, right?
Definitely.
Three-two count on Goldstein. He's worked it really to his advantage now, and they got to come to him on this. Ball's down. He's going to be at first base.
It's going to be a base on balls.
Mm-hmm.
Now batting number 4, Brenton Lee.
Listed as Brenton Lee in the program, but reportedly prefers Brent according to his dad, correct?
Yeah, he goes by Brent.
Yeah.
I mean, these I don't know what goes on at these locations, but, yeah, he goes by Brent. Good pitch.
Yeah, they got ahead right there. Third baseman's down on edge of the grass, probably expecting a bunt.
That's the book on Brent. Love to see him hit one to the right side, though.
He's swinging.
Yep, it's a hit and run. 0-1 hit and run on right there. Okay, so the guy stole second.
You know, and if nothing else, when you swing, it is a little tougher as the catcher to, you can't come out as quick. Obviously, you can't interfere with the swing.
And you gotta stay in your box. You can't get into the throwing lane. And we had that happen on Friday night. And it's a correct call.
Yeah.
It went against the Blue Valley team.
Okay.
A guy took a big cut, and his back foot carried him into the plate, and Finnegan made contact with it, or threw around him, made contact with him. And the umpire got the call right. He actually called the batter out for interference and put the runner back to first base. And that's it. That's how that works.
Yeah.
The runner had broken. He was at second.
Okay. Brent's fouled off a couple here. He's still in an 0-2 count, but he's fouled off the last 2 pitches.
Goldstein at second base. Oof. Good take. Tough take. Does the board have the board? It's 1-2, right?
Yeah, it should be 1-2.
Yep. All right.
Oh, that's
I froze him.
didn't call it
Oh,
though.
wow.
looks good from
Their
here.
dugout. Yeah, their dugout.
They must be setting up.
They yelled a little bit, but he must be setting up outside, right?
Yeah, because he didn't like he moved. That one's in the
that's
air.
Gonna be a tough play.
Right
Tag
fielder's
up
going
if
to
he
call him
catches it.
off. Yeah, that's just outside the dirt, but
I think he caught it in foul territory, didn't he?
yeah. It's going to bring Sammy to the plate with 1 out, runner at second base.
He torched one down there for a long single, right, early on, and then he got that triple to left center. One where Drake laid out trying to catch it.
Yeah, his last at bat, he definitely had a triple.
Be good to see his bat get hot again.
Square.
Oh. Third baseman was back a little. That's not a bad play. Sammy draws a third baseman in now. I mean, you know, your percentage chance of reaching goes up now. You can take a line drive and rip it by him.
That's a good swing.
Oh,
Gonna
just
eat
ate
up
up
the second baseman. Yep.
Yep. That's what score a run, I think.
He is going to get in there.
Yep. Yep. That's base hit for Sammy.
Yeah, good stroke right there by Sammy.
So with one out, Kelly does the deal. He kept his hands inside of that ball and just drilled it. You know, I'm not sure on the at Grapevine. I'm not sure that's a hit because I think the dirt stops it. I think the turf, the top spin on the turf, made it a tougher play for the second baseman here.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get a bigger hop off that turf. Yeah, they are calling it a hit on game.
Oh, that's a good
well
hit. He drilled that ball. Get over his head. Oh, yeah, it's over his head. Played poorly by the right fielder.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to catch that one.
They're going to send Sammy.
Sammy's going to score.
Tatum's going to be at third. I think I don't know how they score that one.
You know, Tatum hit that ball but it really looked like the right fielder had tracked it, and he just didn't seem to put it in the glove.
Yeah.
That'll be an interesting scoring decision because he hit it well.
I think he'll end up getting a single on that or maybe a double.
Yeah, but it truly looked like a ball that was going to be played.
But it never touched his glove. It got over his head. I think it carried.
Okay, our game changer is going to call it a hit. So
yeah, I would have.
It was well hit, no doubt about it.
I'd called it a double, and that he. I don't know. That could be a triple, Jeff. Yeah. You're gonna give him a hit, give him a triple, right?
Well, we've got a 6-0 ball game now. Mustangs again looking to separate late.
Yeah. Now I wonder if it's just tournament play. If you get up 8 runs after the 5th. That's base hit.
Fall.
That's going to be down.
Yep.
Wow, Boswell, he finds the gaps, man. Has he got a hit every time tonight?
Let me check that out. But, you know, that was another one where I believe the infield was in, Trey, and that ball just did clear the dirt.
Yeah.
Or I should say just did clear the turf.
Yep.
Jared's 2 for 3 with a walk tonight.
Yeah, not a bad night at the dish.
No.
Ryan Williams 3 for 3.
Ryan is 3 for 3.
Look at that. There's one right up the middle. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he might be safe. Oh, they got him as out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they nonchalanted that one, and it almost cost him.
Yeah.
A little backhand instead of turning and throwing. He did that.
He tried to flip it and it went high.
He did that backhand, and it's not.
So the Mustangs did pick up a run on that and make it 7-0
did
now.
They?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jared scored right there from third. I'm sorry.
Payton
was on third.
Yeah. That's 8 then, isn't it?
7.
He scored on the play before that. Then Boswell. He scored on Boswell's hit. I think.
So that's going to end the inning right there. Lolly hit it hard right to the
Lolly
shortstop.
or was that Boozer?
That was Lolly.
Okay.
So 7-0 headed to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see who's going to be on the mound here for the Mustangs.
Let's check the music and see if we're going to mute it. We're going to play that. Although, you know what? I believe that's an auto block. Sorry, we're going to mute it. Back in black. Back on now.
Okay, we got Sammy back on the bump for the bottom of the 6th inning, and his pitch count is right around.
You mean JoJo? JoJo's still
I'm
on
sorry,
there.
why do I want to call him Sammy?
Sammy might take offense, but
JoJo's at 66 pitches. So
he's well under the limit, huh? Okay, there's a foul.
Yeah, he's been doing that most of the night, getting ahead of that with that first pitch strike.
Went to the Metrodome to see the Braves play Game 5 back in 1992, I guess, or 91.
Wow.
Yeah. Was it 91 or 92? I can't remember. But it was when they played the Twins. I think it was 92.
That was the Kirby Puckett years.
That was Charlie Liebrandt in the 10th inning in Game 5. Game 6. It was Game 6 of that series. Liebrandt. Liebrandt gives up a solo home run to Puckett in the bottom of the 10th.
Yeah.
In the Game 6. And that was when Smoltz and Morris, they each pitched 10 innings. And that was the famous Lonnie Smith base running blunder that cost him in Game 7. But the Twins won it. Jack Morris won the 7th game, and it was like a 1-0 game. Ridiculous. There was one game in that series that was bigger than one run, and that was Game 5. I went to it in Atlanta. They had a big deal about scalp tickets, and of course I had scalped one outside, and I stayed in the mezzanine for 2. That's a rip.
That's
gonna
be just
fair
foul.
Ball. Oh,
just foul. Yeah.
Okay.
Missed the line by about 6 inches.
Yeah. Well, I stayed in the mezzanine for 3 innings to make sure nobody sat in those seats or in that seat, and then I went down and sat in it, and that was the David Justice hit a home run. They won the game 12-5, I think, or something crazy like that. And every other game in that series was a 1-run game. And the Braves were up 3-2. And, my roommate in Atlanta he said, let's be legendary.
Got him swinging.
And I said, look, dude, I don't have the cash to make that trip. He said, I'll loan you the money. Next thing you know, we're getting on a plane on the tarmac, and it was an awesome trip, except the outcome wasn't what we wanted.
Well, the fact that you're talking about it 32 years later says that it was worth the money that was spent.
I think so. It was. It took me about 4 months to pay him back. But
I was actually at Game 6 in Atlanta in '92 when Toronto closed out the Braves.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
My dad's childhood buddy, Tom Cheek, was the longtime radio broadcaster for the Blue Jays.
Wow.
And he gave us 6 tickets. So me and 5 of my buddies from Picayune, Mississippi, drove up the day of the game.
Wow, that's awesome.
That one's gonna fall foul.
That was one.
And let's just say we got a late start, and we were not stopping to use the bathroom, so we were using those
Shh, this is a family program.
Okay.
All right.
So anyway,
yeah.
Long story short, we end up sitting next to Jimmy Key's family. Jimmy Key was pitching for the Blue Jays at the time.
Wow.
That's going to go foul. No, actually, it's going to.
No, it stayed fair.
Ryan going to make
fielded
the play.
the ball in fair territory, and the guy was standing at the plate. Wow. So
we're all Braves fans. We grew up watching the Braves.
That was when Joe, what's his last name?
Joe Carter.
Joe Carter hit the home run in the 6th game to win, 7th game or something.
No, they won it in 6. They won.
Yeah.
We had tickets. That was the sad part is we had tickets to Game 7, but there was no Game 7.
Yeah.
Fast forward about 3 years later, the Rangers are playing the Yankees, and Jimmy Key's pitching for the Yankees.
Wow.
And we're out by the bullpen trash talking Jimmy Key after sitting next to his family in '92.
Yeah, I was I was fortunate in like 91, 92. I had to do some work in Richmond, Virginia, and the Braves had AAA. Their AAA clubs in Richmond at that time. It may still – no, their AAA club is in Gwinnett now. But they they had they were in AAA there, and I played baseball in high school with a guy named Mike Mordecai. Well, you know Mordecai.
Yeah.
From South Alabama.
That may stay in play. No, let's see. Oh, he makes a play. Good play right there,
Wow,
Gianni, to end the inning.
Yes.
Yeah, that ball looked like it was gonna hit the net, but
all right, we're gonna stay here, and we're gonna thank our sponsors first of all: the C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament and the GHS 10th Man Club. And there's Superstition. We got Stevie Wonder in the background, so we're gonna keep on talking here, Jeff. So I knew Mordecai from playing against him in high school, and this was like '92, I guess. And he was at Richmond, and the guy that I was with had access to the stadium. His father-in-law had a suite there or something, and we were able to get under the stadium and saw him taking batting practice. Saw Chris Chambliss. He gave me a broken bat, a bat that was sheared off. And then I saw Mordecai. And Mordecai got me into the clubhouse. And on this bat, I got Francisco Cabrera, Mark Wohlers, Mike Mordecai, all these guys that turned out to be part of the Baby Braves that grew up there in the mid-'90s to contribute to the big run and the big team.
Yeah.
And it was just awe-inspiring.
That's
to be
awesome.
under there and see those guys take batting practice. And then that was the year that Cabrera gets called up, and he gets the hit that drives in Sid Bream against the Pirates.
Yeah, Mike Mordecai was the shortstop at South Alabama in '88 and I believe '89, and then got drafted by the Braves and actually won a World Series ring with the Braves, and actually picked up another ring with the Marlins. Had about a 10-year major league career as a utility player, but I knew he grew up in the Birmingham area.
Well, he went to Trustful, the Hewitt Trustful High School, or I guess it's called Trustful back then. And then I'll tell you the other thing in Atlanta at the end of the year in like '93 or '94 is having some dinner one Saturday evening after a Braves game. Place called $3 Cafe. I don't know if you ever heard of one of those, but similar to On the Border, for lack of a better term.
It's like Brady's going to pick up a walk there.
Okay, and this guy comes in. We start shooting the breeze with him. Turns out his name is Luis Gonzalez. And me and my buddy that I worked with in Atlanta, he asked us, are you guys going to the game tomorrow? I said, nah, we don't have tickets. He said, well, I'll leave you a couple. He left us a couple at will call at Fulton County Stadium. And we get over there for it's the last day. There's going to be a double play, I think.
Yeah, they're not going to come up with
Nope,
a clean.
They're not even going to come up clean at second, are they?
They got the runner at second.
Okay. But anyway, that was Luis Gonzalez, man. He left us 2 tickets to go to the game. And I think he was playing for did he start out with the Marlins?
No. He got drafted by the Cubs.
No, this was not the Cubs.
And then
D-backs?
traded to the Astros.
Wasn't the Astros?
And also played with the Diamondbacks.
It must have been the Diamondbacks. It may have been the mid-'90s.
He won a World Series with the Diamondbacks. He had a game-winning
He was
hit off
MVP,
Mariano Rivera.
Was he MVP or something?
I know he had a game-winning hit off Mariano Rivera.
And you played with him too.
He was at South Alabama in '88. He was our first baseman, but played outfield in the major leagues and had about a 15-year career. Had one really good season where he hit about 50 home runs, but was a guy that was going to hit somewhere between 280 and 320 home runs a year and steal a few bases.
That's a nice rip. Goldstein got it over his head, didn't he? The foul? No, it's fair
it's
ball.
fair. Yeah, that's going to one-hop the fence and going to hold him at third right here.
Mm-hmm.
We had a courtesy runner in there for Gianni.
It's good base running. Got to make sure that thing's down.
Yeah, that was well hit.
Colin Park was running for Gianni there, so Goldstein, he was overdue.
Now batting number 4, Brenton Lee.
Yeah, that ball was right down the line and one hop the fence. Right fielder had a long way to go and didn't get there.
Mustangs once again, man, putting pressure on. We got one out. We got 2 runners on.
Yeah, again,
Scoring position, you know.
It was a 2-0 ball game headed to the 5th inning.
Wow, look at that. Almost took out the runner. Kids, if you're watching at home, that's why you line up in foul territory at third base. There's Tyga.
That's well hit.
That's going to be – he'll get an out at first. Oh, maybe. Nope,
He pulled
he's off.
the foot,
He's
yeah.
off.
We're going to pick up 2 runs right here.
Wow. Wow.
So the Mustangs have blown this one open here, Trey. It's a 9-0 ball game now. You know, it was 2-0 headed to the top of the 5th, and, you know, we just start putting up crooked numbers. We put up 2 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, and 2 here in the 7th, and we're still batting with 1 out and a runner at first base.
You got the top of the order, too, and this guy's a dangerous hitter
Now
right
batting
here.
for the Mustangs,
Yeah.
number 10.
I mean, listen, he's hit a few balls pretty hard to right field tonight. I wouldn't be surprised. If this guy lays one in there, Sammy's going to take him deep. Got under a little bit.
He popped that one up to the left fielder.
So much for my prediction.
Well, if he'd hit a home run there, I'm not sure we'd ever heard the end of it.
No, you wouldn't have. No.
Okay.
It would have been that 6 games down the road. Hey, you remember that time I called the
Now batting number 13, Peyton Tatum.
Peyton Tatum. Last time up, didn't he rip it pretty hard over the right fielder?
He did.
did, for
He
a
got
triple?
the ball that we thought was going to be caught, but I think he
that
got
ball
a triple.
had good backspin. Mhm. It's going to take good. It's going to take not just good pitching to beat these Mustangs. It's going to take excellent pitching. It's going to take the pitching that Blue Valley threw at them Friday night. The first kid hit 94 on a gun, and the second kid was every bit of 88, 89.
Yeah, it's good to have guys that can hit from top to bottom of the lineup and keep the pressure on because not everybody's going to be on every day, and as the season gets deeper, and especially you get into the playoffs, and it early to be talking about that, but at 16-2, you certainly have high expectations. The pitching's going to get better for sure.
Which would be their record if they close out tonight, right? 16-2.
Maybe I'm jumping the gun there, but I like our chances with a 9-0 lead.
Yeah, and still batting in the top of 7th. Yep. Stay with us. We'll try to get that race between Jeff and anybody who'll take it to first base.
We might you and I just race.
No, you're going to win. I'll race you.
The last time I actually ran a race, Trey, it was in the parking garage, Super Bowl morning.
I don't even want to know how that happened.
For $100.
Yeah, let's stay away from that.
Let's just say I won the race, but
you lost
but
the
I
battle.
was limping the rest of the day.
You won the battle but lost the war. Oh, Boswell's up with 2 runners on. Man,
there's video of that floating around somewhere.
Yeah, right. If any of Jeff's friends are listening, just send me an email.
That story can be verified.
Did he? Where was that? Tough to see. Oh, he got the strike call, I thought.
Yeah, it's a 1-1 count on the board.
Yeah, Boswell, man. He's got lightning in his bat. All right, swung through. You know what? You don't see that guy swing through too many pitches.
Yeah, that was a fastball up that swung right through it. So 1-2 count, 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Mustangs.
There you go, another base hit.
That's going to get down.
It's going to be extras.
He's going to keep going. Brent, I believe that's Brent. He's going to get in there.
Wow, Boswell with a 2-run double. Wow, that guy's dynamite.
Trey, we had a good view of that one, and that was that slicing line
right.
drive that
just like you off the tee.
Just darted in there.
Yep. That's the same thing he hit at Colleyville, but with a little more depth.
Much
on
deeper,
it.
yeah.
A little more depth.
Yeah.
Same outcome, too.
Yep.
2 runs scored, and he's on second base.
Ryan got under that one. That's going to be played by the first baseman, it looks like.
Oof.
Yeah.
Not played exactly the way you and I would have played
he makes
it.
the catch, but kept it interesting.
Yeah,
so
he did.
Mustangs put up a 4 spot there, and we're now in an 11-0 ball game headed to the bottom of the 7th.
Hey, you're watching Mustang.
Leading off for the Hawks, number 3.
Who we got pitching? We still got JoJo up there?
We got JoJo looking to finish what he started, and why not?
Why not, man? Zeros, goose eggs.
Yeah, his pitch count's down. No reason not to let him finish this one off. He's been strong the whole way, only giving up a couple of hits.
Yeah, he really changed it up after the first inning. He varied his first pitches, and he's thrown a lot more breaking pitches on the
yeah, that was what he started that hitter off with right there.
Who's
I think Dason's just probably just throwing to
stay
loose or just throwing between starts.
Right. Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike on that foul ball. JoJo. Well, I tell you what, he's got one mission: throw the ball across the plate. And this is the instance where, what I was talking about earlier, with an 11-run lead, you can throw 95% of your pitches across the plate and be fine with me. What do you think?
Well, with the defense out there, Trey, you could put a BP pitcher and you should get out of the inning with.
He got the call on that, by the way.
Yeah.
It looked like it was borderline on low, but you're right. The defense has made plays for them tonight. The Mustangs defense makes the plays they're supposed to make, and some that maybe they shouldn't have. I mean, Brady Boozer made a great catch coming in on a dying line drive. Okay, there's Ryan Williams to his left, grabs it and fires a strike over to first. Man, that guy, he is he's an incredible asset.
Well,
he can play any position on the field.
You got to like his versatility. He was a catcher as a 10th grader, played left field last year.
As a 9th grader, he's a catcher too.
Okay, and then, this year comes in and plays third base for us. I don't know if Ryan is planning to play college ball, but, it certainly helps to have multiple positions you can play, and if you can hit, they're going to find a spot for you.
What about relief pitching, man?
I forgot about that.
I mean, he's like one of the top relief pitchers on the team.
There you go. Maybe he'll be that guy that plays all 9 positions
in one game. Let's see if we can get.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get. Or well, excuse me, the problem in high school would be that it'd be 7 positions.
Right. You only get 7 innings
Yeah.
typically,
So
unless you're in a marathon with Colleyville, 12 innings.
Right, that's right. That would have been the way to have it happen. Well, one thing's for certain, this is a beautiful place to play a game. The new turf out here, it looks phenomenal. I agree with you. The color of the infield and the color of the warning track, they went with a lighter color instead of the dark one. It looks more baseball.
Yeah, it actually looks like real dirt. It's what
Yeah.
to me it looks like almost like a light red clay. Or
Joe's ahead 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
curious what it costs to put turf on a field like this. And we missed away.
I mean, there's this incredible outlay up front, but I guess they make the case in 3 years on maintenance, right? Something like that.
Yeah, and you also going to have less rainouts. Ooh, wow!
Wow.
Gianni didn't move much for it, but we
where
didn't
was
get the
that?
call.
I think he's had more control of his curveball here. I'd throw the curveball, Jeff. Just, lay it across there. Dare him to hit it.
Got him swinging on a high fastball.
Okay. That's why I don't call the pitches.
So 2 outs here. Mustangs 1 out from picking up another victory.
Okay, not just a victory, Jeff. Pretty significant own.
Yeah, this was not the nail biter that we.
Yeah, we expect it to be a. And you can see some quality on the Hawks team, but the Mustangs just keep hammering and putting pressure on it. It's a very impressive squad.
Well, what I like tonight is we've had very few strikeouts.
First pitch is a strike, yeah.
Yeah, and when you're putting the ball in play, especially putting it in play hard like we have most of the night, put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Something's going to happen, yeah.
That's the one thing. The only negative I would say about at least the first Colleyville game is we had a lot of strikeouts. I think it was somewhere around 14 strikeouts, and that's 14 plays they didn't have to make in the field.
Yeah, right. Well, we're on the other end of that too. We talk about Dason pitching 5 innings.
Right, they only had to make 3 plays.
Only had
behind him.
5 innings and 12 outs were strikeouts out of 15. So,
but that's why these days pitching they want strikeout pitchers. They realize it's much easier to get outs when you don't have to field them.
Okay, so JoJo has got a 3-1 count here on this batter with 2 outs. He's pretty good at taking something off and putting it over the plate. Make him earn it right here, Joe. Nope.
It's going to pick up a walk there.
Well, I'd have to say I think it's JoJo's to finish right here. No, what is he at 80 maybe?
Let me check that out.
I would bet he's probably at 82. That's going to be my guess.
Actually, he's up to 94.
Wow. Okay.
Only giving up 2 hits. He's had 2 walks, and he struck out 7.
Dadgum. I didn't realize he struck out 7.
Yeah.
There's a great pitch. He didn't get the call, but I didn't realize he struck out 7, Jeff. That kind of sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
And on the flip side, the Hawks pitching's only got 2 strikeouts.
There's the difference in the game right there.
That's
a
pretty
rip.
well
Oh,
hit
right
at Ryan.
there, Ryan Williams. And the Mustangs are going to do the deal, Jeff.
Yeah, that's going to finish it off. It might leave a mark on Ryan's hand because that ball was hit pretty well. But
it was striped.
Yeah, that was quite a finish there. 5, 6, 7. We put up a 2, 3, and a 4 spot to kind of make it a sleeper there late. 16-2, Trey. I mean, what do you think about that record?
I'll tell you what, this team's for real, and they've got great momentum, and we're just going to enjoy the ride. All right, Jeff, let's take it down. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm going to miss being here Friday night, Trey, but I'll be following the game on YouTube remotely, and I'm sure you can find a very capable replacement who won't tell stories about road trips to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I look forward to
You'll be back in 1 week, though, right?
to seeing the Mustangs.
You'll be back in 1 week,
at 17-2. I'll be back next week for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. On behalf of my camera guy Elliot and my partner here Jeff Knipper, thanks for watching Mustang Baseball Live on Tradio. We'll see you on Friday. Go Mustangs.